Hi everyone, I'm Susan, here for our next Tuesday Shelf Talk. Today I'll be talking about Julie Key's debut novel, The Artist's Portrait. We hold this book in regular print as well as in audiobook on CD. This book is a combination of mystery, historical fiction and art history as well. It was shortlisted for the Ritchell Prize for Emerging Writers and it was also included in the Librarian's Choice list. The book follows two women in two different timelines. Muriel Kemp in 1920s Sydney and Jane Cooper in the Illawarra in the early 1990s. In the 20s, Muriel is a famous artist, rising from the poverty of the slums to a degree of notoriety and fame with a wealthy patron. In the 1990s, Jane is newly pregnant and meets her neighbour Muriel by chance. Muriel commissions Jane to write the story of her life. The only trouble is that all the history books say that the artist Muriel Kemp died in 1936. What I enjoyed most about this novel were the descriptions. The people and places were brought to life vividly by Key's evocative and lyrical prose, which really paints a picture in our minds. The characters are richly imagined, and I found myself checking whether Muriel Kemp was actually a real artist from the 1920s. The story is challenging in places and it doesn't shy away from some of the harsher realities of life for a woman artist in a male-dominated world. Muriel is not always a reliable narrator of her life. She switches between different time periods and the way she describes things doesn't always marry up with what appears to be reality. She doesn't make it easy for Jane to prove that she is the real Muriel Kemp, and we as the readers are kept guessing as the story progresses as to whether she somehow faked her own death or if she's just pretending to have been a famous artist. The pace of the story is fast, and despite following the two narratives with a number of different characters, it's not confusing. I think that if you've recently read The Fragments by Tony Jordan and if you enjoyed it, or if you've enjoyed books about art and artists such as The Vegetarian by Han Kang or To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, then you'll probably enjoy The Artist's Portrait. If you think that you'd enjoy this story, you're probably going to need to place a reservation as all of our copies are currently out. However, we do have the author, Julie Keys, coming to speak at the library. It's tomorrow, Wednesday, the 24th of July. We're running this as an in conversation session, and I think it should be very interesting to hear from Julie about her process in creating this book. So yes, please do book in if you're interested in coming to that session tomorrow. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you again next time for another Tuesday Shelf Talk. Bye!